Let the record show that the parade came into view at 11:10 on this Sunday, July 13th, 2025. Calvin Castine, beautiful downtown Altona, where the Altona Road meets the Devil's Den, Woods Falls Road here. Devil's Den Road, I guess, is what it's called. It runs through beautiful downtown Altona. Coming off the Altona Road, coming off the Rainbow parking lot. Nice place for them to start and end up. Grand Marshal. I wonder who the Grand Marshal is. Let's see. Wayne Magoo. Wayne. Come on, Wayne and Jeanette. Who? LaBarge. Oh, Wayne and geez, some criminals. Sorry about that, Wayne LaBarge. If somebody let me know ahead of time, so they got it written so small. At least the people standing on the side can read it, but from my distance, I couldn't. Well, congratulations to LaBarges. Altona Fire Department coming through. Beautiful day for a parade, beautiful day to head to Isle of Mont, which is what we have to do. Mass is going to start there in about an hour, so I don't have much time to waste here, so I hope this is a quick, non-stop parade. It's Christmas in July, and speaking of July, we just saw Father Jay, Holy Angels and St. Anne's in church. Holy Angels here in Altona and St. Anne's in Morris Forks. Father Jay came by, and then a minute or two later, Deacon Monty came through, and they're heading for, I imagine, they got done their 10 o'clock mass here in Altona and heading for Morris Forks for later events. Morris Fire Department serving our community. Always nice to see the fire departments coming out. This is the second annual parade. For years and years we'd come here, and the Altona would have a parade put on by Holy Angels Church, and they kept it going for a year or two after Father Bovaire passed on, but it takes a lot of work, a lot of organizing. So they didn't have a parade in the community for a while, and then they brought it back last year with this fire department led parade, so it gives the firemen a chance to raise some funds. We hear music playing in the background. We don't have anything against music, but as we point out every time, when it's a pre-recorded music like this here is, that somebody else is playing that music, and somebody else wants the money for it, and we don't get any money for it. And YouTube, well, they'll just send any royalties that come through to the copyright holders. But the folks, there's the Honor Flight, North Country Honor Flight, that's who's playing that patriotic music. But the cable companies, they want Hometown Cable to pay for this, even though we make $0 showing this on cable. All right, those guys from 1619 were in Rouse's Point yesterday, and they were firing those guns at the ceremony there. So we try to talk through these events here. American Legion Post 1619, and it's also a nice float. They're celebrating the 250th. So maybe it wasn't an Honor Flight float, it was a Post 1619 float. So American Legion out of West Plattsburgh. Josh's Lawn Care. Hey, we got, not sure where this came from. We got a similar one, but a full-size garage. Those buildings are very handy, very quick to put up if you got the room for them. Ellenberg Depot. Young men or boys driving in all these parades there. And Ellenberg Depot again here. So again, we have nothing against copyrighted music, but when you get skating shows, sometimes the music that they use is actually so copyrighted that it's blocked. The videos are blocked, and that's not apt to happen here today. Who's this handsome fella here? Velma's driving, so it must be Francis up there. Francis Perrier, my fellow legislator. He's hanging on. I don't blame him, especially with Velma at the wheel. All right, so he's followed by Chad Deans, and then we'll have, I think, probably the County Clerk Jericho Manning float behind him. Here comes Chad. He's handing out candy. Yeah. Heather, I think Heather's at the wheel. Yeah. Yeah, and we got copyrighted music playing here, so we have to talk through it. Again, we have nothing against it. It's perfectly fine in the parade. You want to entertain the people sitting on the sides, but I just have the problem of they want me to be responsible for the music copyrights, and obviously that just can't happen. So, all right, John Serlo Jr. driving his late father's car, and so Chad wasn't moving so slow here. We could get this parade moving here. If I don't make it to St. Anne's in time, it's your fault, Chad. All right, here goes some music here. Oh, it's the Manning mobile here. I got to keep talking here. I hate to do this, but I have to keep talking, otherwise I'm responsible for the copyrighted music. I wish they wouldn't do this if they saw my camera. Shut the music off for 2 minutes, it wouldn't hurt them, but obviously the people playing the music don't understand what's going on at my end, so they'll keep playing the music and I'll keep talking, and we'll just keep talking our way through it. Oh, it went out there. Melissa's missing the area. You're not going to make it to Isle of Mont, young man. I'll be there.
Fine, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. You're so kind here in Altona. Is everyone?
Hello, Calvin.
I won't vote for him, though. I'll think about it. Oh, look at these cool folks here. I'll keep this cold water for my wife. She likes cold water. I like cold water too, but I like my wife even more. All right, look at all this. All right, they got a big float here, those Republicans in Altona. I assume the Democrats will have just as big a contingent. But we'll see. We'll see. Part of the couple antique cars. I got a Tootsie Roll here. Got me a Tootsie Roll. Maybe I'll hand a Tootsie Roll to those kids over to the side of me here. There we go here. There we go. Who is it here? Plane at the VFW? Could be the VFW, I'm not sure. 1418. Looks like it's hard to read some of those signs with the bright sun here. I know this is Champlain Fire Department. Champlain Fire Department coming around. They're followed by the Border Patrol. And some slow walkers apparently here. So I guess we can't blame Chad because he's not holding up this part of the parade. Champlain Fire Department coming through. The Border Patrol following and some kids coming behind. Slow walking kids. I checked recently, and apparently that new Border Patrol station that they've been building on Route 11 won't come into use till next year. Wanted to make sure I was available. I wanted to make sure I was available to be there, and when they opened that up. But talked to a couple of patrolmen on duty, and they said that as far as they knew, it would be a next year's culmination. All right, we got some young walkers here, slow walkers. Hi, slow young walkers. Parade goes that way. Thank you. Thanks for the offer. All right, I don't know who this is. We got music again. So you're gonna have to listen to me bloviate. I'm not the bloviator that Bill O'Reilly is, but I can bloviate if necessary to show people that I'm not interested in the music, and I'm not putting on whatever I'm putting on because of the music. Music is in the background and not part of the program that I'm putting on here. So here comes the Ellenburg Center Fire Department. If I review this and find out that the music is too prominent, I may end up, when I put it on cable, eliminating that particular float that was playing the music, because again, when I get it on cable, they want me to pay the rights, and since it's public access and I get $0. Town of Ellenburg Field Days, August 24th. As I mention every time I see these guys, I don't like that one, and I don't like the one in Moores even more, because the 24th of August is summer just about over. Then the one the next week in Moores means Labor Day weekend, and the summer is over. So I never look forward to those parades. All right, so here we are in the middle of July here. Oh, throwing out all kinds of stuff. Wow. They're very generous here, very generous here. And I keep talking here because the music is coming through, and I don't know who's playing it here, but I'm sure he's enjoying the music, and the people listening to it are enjoying it, but people watching my video can't enjoy it. It's Altona Democrat Party, Democrats. It's a Democrat Party, not the Democratic Party. I should know that. It's a Democrat Party. They're all Democratic, but it's Democrat Party. All right, there we go, putting up the float. Some people we see in all the parades. Yeah, all the parades as they come through here, and they've got a large thing too here. All right, the music has stopped. You haven't got to listen to me anymore for a moment, except to hear me say, Churubusco Fire Department is here. Beautiful downtown Churubusco. I used to have a field day. I'd go up there in my single days, but went up there maybe once after Judith and I got together 50 years ago, but we haven't been apart, so it wasn't again. So I haven't been back there in quite a while as far as field days, because I don't know if they have them anymore even got the Gibson brothers performing up there, one of those many years ago. Katyville, we covered their parade about a month ago. All these fire departments support each other, and not just in the parades, but when the sirens blow and one department needs help, mutual aid kicks in, and of course we're up in the neck of the woods where we get help from our Canadian neighbors and our neighbors over in Vermont. So, and we of course have to go up their ways, not using the editorial we, because I don't go, I'm not a fireman, but we all appreciate those folks who are firemen and women. And speaking of neighbors to the north, here's Hemingford. I checked with a couple of groups in Hemingford to see if they had any parades, and they've had some holidays there, Canada Day, Saint Jean Baptiste Day. They had some times when we used to cover parades up that way, but It's a lot of work to put a parade together. So we had a brief one last year. I can't remember the date of it. A very brief parade in Hemmingford that we went up. It was the shortest parade we've seen since the parade we covered in Clarenceville back in 1996 or 97. We were doing a story, Bob, Ben, and I doing a story up there in Clarenceville. You know, if you want to promote your cause, promote your cause. Don't run down other people. Parades shouldn't allow that kind of stuff. Promote yourself, promote what your cause is, and don't denigrate other people. That's, if I realized who that was, I wouldn't have been pointing the camera at them, because it's no reason for that. T&L Septic, I don't know if this belongs on TV here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, those are going to be hot poops by the time this parade is over. All right, what a wonderful display here of poopiness. Septic service. All right, who doesn't want to wear a poop costume, huh? Yeah, I can't imagine how much they have to pay to get the rights to wear a poop costume. They probably put those up to bid. You know, who's the highest bidder for wearing the poop costume today? All right, the parade's been going on for 17 minutes so far, and we're approaching 11:30. So we have to get out of here, hit the road immediately following the parade. So our car is parked and pointed towards the Woods Falls Road and the Anamara Fire Department. Uh-oh. I'm gonna say hello here. Hi. I'm guessing a family member. And car racers here. Car number 4. Where are you? And sponsors. I won't start reading them because I won't read them all. And somebody will say, "Why didn't you read ours?" All the way from Shazy, it looks like Lee Marcombe at the wheel. And yes, that truck is older than Lee. That truck is older than Lee, but not by a lot here. It's about the same age as his mother, I think. A more up-to-date vehicle from Shazy. So hey, get out of the way. And some antique cars. So now approaching, it's 11:28. I hope to be on the road by this time. I looked at last year's parade and it was 25 minutes long. So I figured, well, 11:25, I'll be heading for Isle of Mont, but it's going to be a little late due to cheese for me, thank you. You've got my vote. Thank you. Uh-oh, I'll have to share that. Just in case Judy watches the parade, I'll have to share it. Okay. FFA probably there. And that float. Here's some more cars. The county. We're at the county fair opening. You First Credit Union. All the princess and her court were all there at the county fair opening earlier in the week. Champlain Technologies. The folks here in Altona are part of their broader footprint, going back to when the Champlain Telephone Company first started back in 1903, setting a footprint. And now we've got another Champlain Technology vehicle coming around the corner. They've got 20 minutes of video. It's slightly after 11:30. I'll have to text Bishop LaValle and say, I'm on my way. But that Mass in Isle Lamont is a New York State Knights of Columbus pilgrimage. Here's Champlain Moores EMS. So they got KFC members from throughout the state going up there. They have several pilgrimages, and this is the one in our area. All right, law enforcement, veteran, military discounts, Liberty Sanitation. All right, candy for the kids. Another race car, I'd assume, here. Giving her a tow. Stranded on the side of the road, and they came along and rescued her. 57 Chevy. And it is starting to get warm out here. Earlier today we had showers that came through, and tonight we're supposed to get some showers. So it cooled off briefly when the showers came through, but that's several hours ago now. Aubry's, they'll have the Rouse's Point car show in the middle of August in St. Patrick's in Rouse's Point. If you like car shows, check that out, St. Patrick's Parish. And a bunch of ATVs, UTVs, four-wheel type vehicles. Some of them have all the comforts of home in them, but a little pricey for my budget. Well, I do have a used Gator that we've got that no windshield on it, but gets us use it mainly as a working vehicle. Look at the candy they're throwing out here. Holy cow. Win-win here for everybody here. And this looks like the UTVs are going to wrap up the race because this is fire company rescue for Altona. So 11:33, we're going to wrap it up, our coverage of the Altona Parade from July 13th, 2025. You're watching viewer-supported local television, hometown cable TV, worthy for your support with. Our thanks to those of you who understand and support hometown cable's continuing efforts since June 7th, 1983, showing what's best about our northern tier. Thanks for watching.